Hey guys, Avatar here, welcome back. Still rank 20. Still making our way back up to hopefully 1 this time around. So we're 1-0 with the secrets deck right now, so we'll just be continue cycling the decks until we get through all of them, and I think we'll reassess our situation. It's a little bit awkward though, because I'm just 1 loss means I'm done with that deck. And I move on to the next, even though I think some of my stronger decks got bad raps early on, but we'll keep this. This is nice. Alright, so this is okay. Warlock, probably going to be an aggro. Murloc just slash aggro Warlock deck. Could be control, probably not though. Could be a newbie. And I don't know, it's hard. I keep calling these people at low ranks newbies, but they're really not newbies. I don't want to call them bad players either though, so I don't really know what to call them. Because obviously I got to rank 6 last time around, and I'm sure like he could have hypothetically played 150 games and just never got past 20. So, or 9, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, blood him, so it doesn't really tell us anything yet. Alright. Secret number 1 makes him a 2-3. Let's see, if we see any Murloc, we know it's a Murloc instantaneously. Voidwalker, Flame Imp. I don't know. I'd love to buff my Secret Keeper next turn, but Misdirection does not work well with any of the other secrets. I could use that and Frost Trap. It'll proc Misdirection first, and it's about to attack him, but then Frost Trap just wins. So, I don't know.
I wonder.
Where do you go? Okay.
One shot, one kill.
Okay. So this presents an awkward situation. I don't think he's gonna have a way to heal this, so we'll sack our Secret Keeper.
Job's done.
And what'll happen is we'll probably sack, probably the Archer, I'm guessing, and then he'll attack me, and the Explosive Trap will take out his board. Hopefully he doesn't play another Blood Imp. That would make things very sad.
So many possibilities.
Okay. Alright. So he's smart enough to realize not to play anything else until I clear the board. Yeah, that was a mistake. I'm sorry, buddy. Alright. So we need to get rid of that Knife Joker at all costs. We cannot afford to have him do business. So far we still don't know. I mean, obviously it's going to be a little bit more of an aggro deck, but we haven't seen any Murloc, so it's probably not a Murloc rush, but it's probably just normal aggro. We've just been able to not let him take off, which is good. Elven Archer is kind of an awkward card. A lot of people really don't like it, but it kind of trades pretty well early. What is he doing? Alright, fair enough, buddy. Honestly, I was a little bit intimidated by the 3-1 Imp and the 4-5 Dwarf, so not really sure what his game plan there was. My hand was not looking very pretty, but so far Secrets is 2-1, or 2-0 I should say. So we'll see. We shall see. I'm most looking forward to losing one of my decks so I can go back to the drawing board on some of them. Like this deck, I've kept for the last couple months just because it's. If I'm ever in a losing streak, I can usually get to this deck and at least go 5,500. But so we got some endgame there against a mage. It's not good. Oh shit. Okay. Oh god, this isn't good. Whatever you do, mage, don't coin 2 mana worms. Don't do it. Oh boy. Fairy dragon. I can work with a fairy dragon. We actually would like the trade. No, what am we talking about? He's just gonna fire blast the fucking leper now. So we don't really want to do that, but we kind of have to. It's a card for a card, and we do 2 damage to him, so it's fine. He uses coin on that dragon as well.
I hope you like my
Oh,
invention.
we just got 2 cards out of it, so he might not give a fuck, but still, he play that after instead. Yep, whoops. He knew it, but he just forgot.
My apologies.
Yep. Sorry about that, buddy. Ugh, what do you got? Leper Gnome's almost pointless to play at this point because he's just gonna fire butt. Really? What? What? I don't. Maybe I'm foolish and he's got a Defender of Argus. He's waiting to drop in between those two, which would put them above Explosive Trap territory. But if he doesn't attack this turn, then I'd have to assume that's what it is. I don't know what else he'd be waiting for. Unless it's some sort of buff he's looking for. Yeah, you gotta attack. Unless you really want to... Oh, there you go. Thank you. It's making me nervous there for a second. Give my bow some more durability. He's gonna fire blast me. Inefficiency on a stick. If he wants to waste 2 mana, half of his mana this turn to fire blast that down, I'm okay with it. It'll just put us more ahead of him. Worst thing about this deck versus mages is the fact that I have like a few creatures. As soon as I play this high main, I can almost guarantee you, he will polymorph it. So as you can see, this deck can ramp up pretty quickly. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't seen any other decks like this one specifically. I think because on paper it looks shitty. It really does on paper.
I have no time for games.
Interesting. Very interesting. I think the best play here is we'll sack the Leper Gnome, and then we'll Deadly Shot. Makes that guy inefficient as fuck. And then we will Steady Shot. Next turn we can high main, which would call out the polymorph. You might not even wanna. We can really put the pressure on if we want, which I think it's risky, but I'm feeling adventurous. So I just gave him 1 turn to play an ice block or a heal. Or kill me. Alright, or surrender. Alright. So, my problem when I was at rank 6 and 7 and 8 was I played too aggressively. And obviously, at these ranks, if you play aggressively, the games end quicker and you win quicker. Alright, so we've already gotten, what, two games in 9 minutes? It's a lot better. Compared to the last couple of videos I've done, it's fucking like 15-20 minute games. I don't know if I should attribute that to luck or I should just attribute that to my other decks being very slow.
Your soul shall be mine.
I don't really attribute this deck to being very fast, but alright, so again, misdirection is a late game secret. It doesn't really help us that. It's very situational early. Made situational no matter what, but definitely more of a late game secret than it is an early game secret. Alright, so we're probably going to be in bad shape here because this is probably an aggro / Murloc deck, if I had to guess. And we don't really have that much removal. I mean, we have multi-shot, which will help. Eaglehorn Bow, you think, well, that's removal. But the problem with Eaglehorn Bow is, even though it's good removal, like, it's going to work here because Life Juggler is an extreme threat.
Low.
It doesn't normally work because if I'm removing Murlocs or any aggro with it, I'm still taking it to the face. So, like for a rush deck, it's not the worst thing you could do is remove it by using your face, because they end up having Archer Commanders, Leroy Jenkins, things like that around turn 6 to finish you off. Alright, so he's helping me out here, which is a little bit awkward. We got 2 multi-shots, but we can't use them yet. One thing we can do here is bait it with the freezing trap. So the reason I'd play this, I didn't play it last time, is because I don't know if I had it last time, but it's better here because Life Juggler, he was gonna get any kind of benefit from playing creatures. Now if I play it, as soon as he attacks with it, unless he really is smart and attacks with that first, which I doubt he will do, put that back in his hand. So not only will it cost 3, which is kind of a win, but it's gonna do another 3 damage to him. Ooh, am I gonna get lucky? Nice, yes, that's what I wanted. Good. Very good. So we're kind of lucking out on this one. We actually are lucking out. Nice. Okay. Alright, so I think multi-shot's obviously the best bet here. Anything that hits it'll kill. Okay. Not the best, but not the worst. Question is, do we want to sack the Leopardome? Or do we want to take hits to the face? Or do both? I don't know if... fuck. I think it's best just to clear the board. This isn't the most efficient use of my bow, but that is a buffing Murloc, and we don't want that to stay around. So we feel like we're kind of winning right now, but we're not necessarily. We have a slight health advantage on, well, you know, even more slight advantage now, but yeah, he shouldn't have done that. I don't know. He's just. I think we'll play Freezing Trap for Freezing Trap's sake. This might be a good example of net decking, not knowing what you're doing. I mean, it's not that he's not knowing what he's doing, I'm just kind of getting lucky and I kind of have answers for everything he's playing. Okay, multi-shot's effective. It's overkill, but it's still effective. Interesting. And ooh! Freezing Trap. Ah, God, this sucks. Well, we should probably just focus on winning here. Let's go with multi-shot. I hope it kills the War Leader. I'm absolutely okay with that. I'm gonna get a Freezing Trap's gonna get wasted on that, but I'm over it. So he can't life tap anymore. He might not realize that, but yeah. It's the best thing about it. Like Hunters versus Warlocks is just not a good combination for the Warlocks because they're looking at. Yeah, that's not gonna help you unless you put a taunt down. Nope. Alright. I think we just go to the face at this point. I mean, we could. Fuck it. Oh, well. Aggro, Avatar. Aggro. Safer play there would have probably been Secret Keeper, Explosive Trap, and City Shot, but.
Why do you call?
Doesn't matter. I don't think people realize what the Hunter's hero ability is. So many people would just be like, oh, I still have a taunt now. I have 2 HP. It doesn't matter. And I'm like, okay, Steady Shot. Alright. So now you guys see the power of my secret deck. If you want to get from 25 to 10 easily, make my secret deck and you'll be good to go. Only legendary in it, I think, is a King Crush. Maybe a Leroy Jenkins. Maybe.
Rexar versus Garrosh.
Alright, I think the last time we lost to a warrior, so gotta look alive here. I'm gonna coin. Actually, I'm gonna fucking get rid of all this. It's risky, but alright. Alright. So this doesn't really help at all. Yeah. So we got 3 traps, and these traps don't have any synergy with each other. So let's see what he plays, if anything. Well, he might. Ooh, secret.
I'll never tell.
I don't know if he's gonna have an answer for that. Potentially, what we want to do is we want to get another secret and try to play secrets that have synergy with each other, which they may or may not. The best bet here is to play Freezing Trap, because what will happen is when he attacks with that, no matter who he attacks, it's going to go back to his hand, and it's going to cost much more. So my guy's safe unless he pulls some sort of spell out of his ass. If we did Misdirection, Misdirection is only when something attacks me. If he bypassed that, he would still have a chance of attacking it. An Explosive Trap only enrages him. That's actually good for us, because now he just lost that buff. Okay. We have a couple options here. We can Explosive Trap and go straight for him, which is actually not a good idea. So Explosive Trap and take him out, which he will survive, but he only have 1 HP. Or we could Inglehorn Bow, take her out, attack him in the face. I think Explosive Trap. Trade. Steady Shot is the best plan. He could have Whirlwind, he could have Execute. If he wants to waste those on the Secret Keeper, by all means, go for it. Or he can use all his mana back on the Berserker. Or a Pyromancer. I'm coining to kill the Secret Keeper, which is fine, because he just did 1 damage to himself. Alright, that works. He might not realize it yet, but I'm wiping the board with this Explosive Trap. Running a little bit of a risk of him dropping a Defender Vargas into between the 2 of them, making them 3 HP, which would not get killed by the Explosive Trap, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Yep, alright. So that was an efficient Explosive Trap. Azir Drake. Very interesting, very interesting. Okay. Well, we can do a couple things here. We can play out a Secret Keeper Snipe and Misdirection, which will buff this up significantly. But still trades with that. Or we can just play the high main. Just play the high main. He probably doesn't have much to deal with the high main, so we'll see what happens. We definitely want to remove that Drake as fast as possible, but we didn't really have an efficient way of doing it. So he's gonna have to burn a bunch of cards if he wants to get rid of that fucking high main. A good thing we didn't play Snipe, because that would have been wasted on that. He's got a random warrior deck. Okay, so he did have a Defender Vargas. Very nice. He's going straight for me. Interesting. Multi-shot. Interesting. I mean... Oh. Alright, so multi-shot helped out big time. I don't mind sacking him for this because... Let's see how lucky we get. We'll Misdirection. We'll tap him off simply to get the shield off, and then we'll trade that next turn if he doesn't do it himself. I didn't play the Secret Keeper because I feel like she's going to end up being collateral damage. I could have made her a 2/3 playing that Secret as well, but I want him to either trade the Drake for me or attack me again with the Drake to the face like he did last turn. We'll see what he does. He could execute my hyena. He could do that very well.
My shield for Arga.
Okay. That's fine. Alright, so this is probably going to be a good trade no matter what, unless it targets my hyena. Alright, I'm fine with that. So he just lost 2 cards. Now he has to trade that, or he can go straight to my face for that too. Yep, that's fine. Which leaves me with 2 twos. Cool. Awesome. Alright, so now we start to take our board advantage.
I'll never tell.
Snipe, we explosive trap. Do some 2 damage, do another 2 damage, another 2 damage, 3 damage. Alright, he's got 5 cards, he's about to have 6 cards in his hand. He can have free Molten Giants at this point. He can do a butt ton of damage. I don't have anything to stop the Molten Giants. Explosive Trap nor Snipe will stop either one of them. He might have... Ooh, that's not going to be kill condition, so... He needs to come at me with that, but it's going to kill him if he does. He can trade that, that's fine. And then he's going to armor up. Okay. So King Crush wins the game here. Because he's fucking King Crush. Yep. They fucking hear the Tyrannosaurus Rex footsteps and they're like, I'm gonna take a cue from Jurassic Park and I'm just gonna leave now. I don't want no fucking huge dinosaurs chasing me into the fucking porta potties and ripping me while I'm taking this shit. Alright, so what is that, like 4-0? Awesome. Climbing this one quick now, man. Need more videos like this. 20 minutes in, we've already like done 4 freaking matches. Nice.
Rexa versus Gul'dan.
Rexa versus Gul'dan.
Oh, shall be mine.
So, like, any deck's bound to lose eventually. Freezing Trap's not the best, but I'm gonna keep it just because I need something playable early. Oof, this is nice. I'm guessing, it's just a hunch though, it's gonna be an aggro warlock. The higher we get, the more odds we're gonna start seeing aggro warlocks with Murlocs. Aggro warlocks with Murlocs. Say that 3 times fast. Aggro warlocks with Murlocs. Aggro warlocks with Murlocs. Yeah. Aggro warlocks with Murlocs. That's not too bad. I'm actually going to freezing trap this, just because I could obviously kill with explosive trap. Freezing trap only targets one, where explosive trap's AoE, and obviously freezing trap's going to put him back in his hand, costing him more. And if he plays him, he's going to do another 3 damage to himself. So this is by far more efficient, straight up trade. I actually don't want to play the explosive trap here because it'll be wasted. The only thing I'll end up getting out of this is 2 damage to him, unless he's makes some bad choices and plays cards before he attacks. But if I play this first, he'll most likely attack me with the Voidwalker first, and the Voidwalker won't die from that.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Very nice. Okay. So we're gonna have to take some damage here. I'm going to Eagle Horn Bow, and I'm gonna sit on it. There's no point in smacking that. Next turn I can actually multi-shot. So we'll see how that plays out. Okay. So this isn't really an aggro deck as much as it is a legitimate efficient deck, which is good. This is okay here. We're gonna go ahead and do this. And then we're gonna do this. Not what we were looking for. Okay. So this he's fucking doing a run on us right now. So next turn we have explosive shot, which is good. He's had a lot of buffs so far, so he's had a pretty solid hand. Okay. Do you have any more buffs? Nope. Okay, good. I'm not worried about the 1/1. Oh, fuck me. That was nice. That was nice. That really was. Explosive shot no longer does anything. Fuck. Multi-shot, we could hope we get something good, but even then we have no... Well, fuck it. Alright, so... It wasn't the worst play, but he's gonna get us real low next turn. I'm gonna hold off. I don't want to take the. I mean, I'm gonna get hit with 3 damage anyways. I want to save my. Efficiency in my bow. I mean, he could honestly play Leroy Jenkins here and win. RG Commander doesn't win him the game, but it gets him damn fucking close. Probably wins him the game in all reality. So if we do Explosive Trap, that doesn't do shit for us. We need to clear the board, is what we need to do. Which I don't think we can do. Misdirection could potentially save us. Potentially? Maybe not. So the only guy we really want to survive is this guy. I really don't see a way how we can get out of this. We could misdirection, which will cause, if he attacks with one of these guys first, it could, like, he could potentially kill him. Then he's still an issue. Yeah, there's no way we're getting out of this. Explosive shotting these 2 guys kills him, doesn't kill him. If I explosive shot him, kills him, gets rid of his. If we get one more, then we can misdirection and hope to get a lucky, but we don't. Obviously, we can't use the bow. Hymen doesn't do anything because we have no taunt. Explosive trap doesn't do anything. Oh. Yep, GG. Way too fast. I mean, honestly, that turn 3 and 4 Defender of Argus and that Sunshattered Cleric, those 2 turns, he was able to do like what 7-8 damage in both turns. That shit adds up real quick, and we lose. So that's okay. We had a really good run with him. We're going to another fast deck to finish out this video. Murlocs. Murlocs never fail me either. Well, they do, but you know if they fail you in the first like 4 turns. So it should be a quick one. It's another deck that I made a long time ago and just never really got rid of it, just because some of these decks are just, I mean, like the Secrets deck, you can see I can I can pretty much guaranteed go 3-1, 4-1 these early levels.
Let the hunt begin. Your soul shall be mine.
Okay. I'll actually keep that. We'll go Voidwalker and a Knife Jungler. He's a hunter, so we don't have to worry about that much. Alright.
Why do you call?
It's good. We've got Voidwalker and Knife Jungler into Blue Gill Warrior and Murloc Tycaller, not necessarily in that order. Alright, that's okay. No secret, so we're good with that. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. That trades with that. And the turn. So turn 2, his best bet is probably play an Explosive Trap if he has it. That would be very sad if he does. Otherwise, he's kind of boned. At least for next turn. Okay. That's okay. That actually doesn't really help him that much. Obviously, it got rid of the thing. Alright, so we're going to play Tycaller first. And then Blue Gill Warrior. Charge. Buffs him up. Alright. Okay. So it'd be nice to see a Blood Imp. And, I mean, this guy's actually going to be able to be good enough for giving us some buffs, but Eagle Horn Bow. I'll probably remove the Knife Jugger. Really? That's actually not a... It's probably not the best call, in all honesty. We're going to put the War Leader down. And then Leopard Gnome. Next turn he will probably target the War Leader, which is fine. As you can see, he's already down to 13 HP, so... Targets the War Leaders down to 10 HP, that's fine. Or he kill commands it, that's fine too. So then he probably targets Knife Jungler. Okay. But there's his turn. Young Priestess. Young Priestess, alright. Buff him up so he's not easily killed. So he's at an effective health right now of 4 HP, because if this guy dies, he's going to do 2 damage to him. So We just have to do 4 more HP and we should be able to win the game, which is probably gonna happen. Oh, if you're playing Abusive Sergeant without buffing, you're pretty fucked. Oh, fair enough. That still wins us the game, though. Alright, so did anyone time that? It's a pretty quick one, like 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright, let's do one more. The worst part about having to go back up to rank 8 and whatnot is that you'll go on that 4-game winning streak like we did with the secret stick, and you lose a game, which is inevitably going to happen because this game is, at the end of the day, a fucking card game. But then you have to start the fucking winning streak again, so it is a little annoying. Ugh, this is random as fuck. I'm gonna get rid of Seer and Soulfire. We'll keep the Tidehunter. Okay. Okay with that. Against the Paladin who didn't do anything in turn 1, I'm definitely gonna coin Tie Collar. Paladins are very, very, very bad against aggro decks unless they build specifically for it and they have a good hand. So I'm gonna do something that I usually don't do. I'm just gonna ignore anything he plays for the most part, and I'm gonna profit from it. We'll play the Oracle to buff these guys. I'm gonna already take back what I just said. I'm going to trade this with that so this guy can stay alive. Because he would obviously just trade that. Now, we're looking at turn 4 Consecration if he's lucky. We're looking at Pyromancer quality combos if he's lucky. We're looking at Ancient Watch or something for Protector Taunts if he's playing for it. Doesn't look like he is. So I don't know why he. This is an ongoing buff, so this should be still 2. He was normally a 2-1, which made him a 3-1. He should be a 2-1 right now, because yeah, I don't know why that is like that. Trade that. So he's slowing me down a little bit, but Consecration here would obviously be deadly. That's okay. Yep, there it is. It's alright. I mean, he's lucky to have had it. You know, he's, it is what it is. I mean, if you're a Paladin and you see a Warlock, and your deck's not hyper defensive aggro, then you know you need to be. Alright, so we're going to play out here. That way we can actually Soulfire him and just trick one of the Leper Gnomes. So perhaps another Consecration here. Maybe an Avenging Wrath, which is just probably the most OP card in the game in my opinion. It's a fucking badass card is what it is. For 6 mana you do 8 damage to random opponents. Okay, so that's not a very good play unless he buffs with kings. Okay, does he have equality? See, I mean that's fine, but first of all, equality sucks against the Blood Imp because they get to keep their 1 HP. Second of all, I don't know why the fuck he played the Silverhand recruit first. That just didn't make any sense. But it is what it is, right? So. Does he have another Pyromancer quality combo? I don't know. It sucks. It sucks that the quality Pyromancer combo doesn't work against Blood Imps, but It is what it is.
None shall.
Really? You're gonna blame? I mean, hey, it's definitely a 2-for-1 trade, which is always nice, but depending on what he has in his hand, it might be a little bit too late for what I pull here. That's not the best pull. I'll play both of these. So we'll get him down pretty low here. Oh, never mind. We had fucking... Alright. Fucking win. Just winning. Winning. Alright, so there we go. Next time we will continue our Warlock, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.